You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Days of Our Lives fans, I've got your 2-week spoilers for October 20th through the 31st. We're going to talk about EJ getting chewed out and Gabi making a devilish bargain. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please click that subscribe button. And it's important to note that the last 2 days of these 2 weeks, October 30th and the 31st, are the first 2 days of November sweeps. So look for a big buildup over these 2 weeks as we get into some really wild stuff in sweeps. All right, Monday, October 20th, Steve is working with Brady to find Sophia. They do find her, and they march her into the pub where she will face Holly and Tate and Johnny and Chanel and Javi and Leo and baby Tesoro and also her mom, Amy. Everybody is questioning Sophia at once, demanding the truth, and she just collapses. Javi and Leo are very worried about Tesoro. So with the change in paternity, you know, any papers Tate signed, any permission he gave for adoption are all negated. But the real biological father should get some say, or at least a little window to decide if he wants to keep the baby or not. And of course, that's likely Aaron Green. Sarah confronts EJ, and it could be about all the mess going on at the hospital, the blackout, all that stuff. Gabi and Philip enjoy their blossoming relationship, but if he knows that Gabi planted the bug for Tony in their corporate offices, will Philip let it slide? I mean, probably. Gabi's gorgeous. She's hot. She's in his bed. And let's be real, Philip has done so much worse than that. Tuesday, October 21st, we've got EJ trying to get on Belle's good side, but I'm just wondering why he feels the need to. Is it about trying to avoid some kind of prosecution or something from the city for liability in that blackout? He goes to see her over at Marlena's, so it looks like a personal conversation of sorts. She's not going to take him back, so I'm very curious to see what he wants. Sarah checks in with Marlena. She may be talking to her about her health concerns, or she may be consulting with Marlena about how she and Xander are doing after their first couples therapy. Perhaps Sophia's mental health issues come up as well after her recent collapse. Paulina is bickering with Abe. She doesn't understand why he won't let Theo, a whole-grown man, make his own decision about being CEO of DiMera Enterprises as Tony offered the job. We are going to have more scenes of Tony this week, by the way. Gabi comes to an agreement with Theo, and she may decide to keep her company under the DiMera umbrella, even though Tony has given it to her wholly. But she may decide to keep the autonomy but still operate under their umbrella. That way, she and Philip can still date each other, and she'll still have a good-sized corporate machine supporting her. So I'm interested to see if Tony shows up in person, or maybe he's just on a phone or a video call with Theo about the whole Gabi thing. Xander has some questions for Philip, and I wonder if he is grilling him about his interest in Gabi. Now, as of right now, neither Philip nor Xander know that Gabi was the one who placed the bug in their office. Theo doesn't know about that. Tony knows, and Gabi knows. That's it. I'm very interested to see if Tony rats her out for some reason. If it is Tony, I don't think he would, but if that's Andre masquerading as Tony, then he might do it just to be chaotic, just to be a jerk. Wednesday, October 22nd, we've got Chad and EJ talking about the family difficulties, the struggles the DiMeras have been going through over the past year or so. I mean, honestly, a couple of years. They've been put through the ringer a whole lot. Some of it their fault, some of it not their fault. Jeremy and Thomas connect. Remember, that's his teacher, but Thomas has been skipping out on school. Jeremy's been bringing assignments home to the house. I do wonder if Thomas may open up to Jeremy about hating Kat and hating that Chad was with her after she pretended to be his mom and all that. Rita catches Leo probably snooping down in the construction area at the hospital. And Stephanie and Alex are making plans, and this may be for her big reveal as author Anastasia Sands. Thursday, October 23rd, Sarah has some information for Amy that's difficult to hear, and it is about Sophia. So Sarah may be confirming the recent paternity test, if assuming that Sophia signed off on it, or if Sophia has collapsed, maybe Amy is acting as her proxy and guardian. So I do wonder if Sarah's going to tell Amy about why Sophia collapsed. And the question is it mental? Is it physical? And is she going to recommend that she get inpatient care at Bayview? Brady is commiserating with Tate on Thursday, and they may feel a loss after finding out that Sophia's baby was never part of their family, despite all the drama and the trauma, to go from thinking there's a baby to not, that's a big deal. Maggie is grilling Xander on Thursday. She's pushing him about Philip. Rachel's memories are sparked, and it seems like she is starting to get a little recollection back, and that has Marlena worried. Plus, Holly and Ariana have to face the music with the campus authorities for the accidental dorm fire. Friday, October 24th, Alex and Stephanie are trying to deal with the past, and Alex gets real confrontational with Jeremy in Horton Town Square. Stephanie and Alex have just assumed that it's Jeremy who told Leo that she wrote One Stormy Night, and that's just not true. Alex gets aggressive about Jeremy, and Stephanie tells her boyfriend it's not worth it, but things are about to get messy because I think Jeremy may be really aggravated by their assumptions. Javi and Leo run into Amy, and they let her hold her grandson Tesoro. And Sarah confronts Xander and demands the truth about Philip. And guess what? He caves, and he finally tells her, yes, he's the one who beat Philip. Sarah kicks him out of the house and takes off her wedding ring. She says they are done. Johnny and Chanel open up about their fears. We'll see if they still get to adopt. And the week of October 27th through the 31st, and again, this includes the first couple of days of sweeps, we have Sophia possibly heading to Bayview. She was trying to run out of town, but she clearly needs help. Chad may soon have an uncomfortable run-in with Mark Green, who is due back in Salem soon. Even though Kat and Chad are split up, they're going to keep running into each other. Thomas may be leaving Salem soon. Carrie Christopher exited days months ago for a new project. More backlash from Rachel's memories coming back of the night she shot EJ. Alex and Stephanie make plans to drop big news about her as Anastasia just as her murder mystery is debuting. Someone is going to try and attack Kat and Chad on Halloween, and Alex warns them and pushes them out of the way as a knife-wielding maniac is running loose in Horton Town Square. However, I suspect this is part of the Halloween episode that is usually one-off and doesn't contribute to storyline plans. The knife wielder seems to be dressed in an old-school mad scientist type lab coat, which is pretty weird. Also, just to acknowledge the Emmy wins, Days of Our Lives won one big category, and that was Best Actor, Paul Telfer, for the role of Xander Kiriakis. Congratulations to Paul.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.